Hey, Keto Kids, welcome back. I'm Linda Schiller Hanna, doing segment number 15 on Inner Kid Keto. Remember our slogan, feed yourself love first. I'm wearing this old t-shirt I painted years ago. It's showing a person in the hole in the crossroads of an intersection trying to work their way out. It was kind of a self-portrait at the time I painted it. But I also do counseling, and I named this crossroads support. That's what we're about today, crossroads support. I discovered keto the day after Thanksgiving, or at least I started using it this last year, and now we're in February. I've lost about 35 pounds in about 68 days. An astonishing amount of weight for a person like me. Astonishing. The positive side effects, besides losing the weight, are that I've gotten my sense of self back. My brain works better. I've suffered from ADD for years and years and years. I was on brain medication for about 30 years. That didn't help my health in any way. That was part of the weight gain. But since I've been doing keto, I haven't needed it. I was able to wean off. I didn't understand quite why that worked. But recently I saw a fabulous show on Diary of a CEO. You've probably seen this guy. If you haven't, he's worth looking up. Diary of a CEO. And he interviewed the keto psychiatrist. They've already had 1 million views in a couple of weeks. It's just amazing. Probably one of the most significant medical researchers of our generation. She is also the author of this wonderful book, Change Your Diet, Change Your Mind by Georgia Ede. She is who is featured on that show. If you're interested at all in keto, highly recommend. Almost must see. Absolutely phenomenal. I had this image tonight of what really goes on if I'm not eating keto, if I'm eating in a different way. And I got the idea that it was like my brain was on fire. So here's the painting of brain on fire. Whoa. We've all heard about a hothead. What's a hothead? It's a person out of control. Our prisons are full of people who've had their brain on fire. I put a little red plastic thing on little Linda over there, signifying brain on fire. I don't want her to live like that anymore. Let's take that off. No more brain on fire for this baby. Not my little girl. Not in her past, not in her present, not in her future. I want to talk about meat for a minute because meat is the major diet. Meat, high protein. When you think about it, when babies are born, they live on milk for many months, 6-8 months, something that pretty much like comes out of cows, which are meat. Monkeys, which are meat. Pretty much everything babies eat. A version of the protein of the mother itself. Maybe something to that. I spent many years in a spiritual life, most of my life in a spiritual life, one way or another. And for 2 or 3 times I tried doing vegetarianism. And truly my soul is a vegetarian. I love animals. Don't really want to eat animals. But every time I did the vegetarian diet, I would crash and burn. I could not maintain. I could not focus. I became weaker and more fuzzy. and less functional every day. It's like, I don't care how hard I tried, I couldn't keep it going. And so I'd always come back to the meat. Back to the meat. The truth is, I also ate a lot of sugar and junk food, potatoes, pasta, all that other stuff. What the keto diet has shown me is that I don't need the junk. I don't need the sugar. I don't need the flour. I don't need the pasta. But I definitely need the protein. Maybe I've just got a hot brain. Who knows? But I don't want to set it any more on fire. It's your soul choice. I talked to one spiritual friend the other day who said that her understanding was that the meat-producing animals have made a soul choice to support us, that we are higher on the food chain, and that we're here to raise consciousness on the planet, and they have agreed to do this for us. Who knows? Who knows? But it was kind of a comforting thought. Now, how are you doing? If you've been with us in our little group here the last week or two, you may already be starting to have some changes in your life. You may already be starting to notice that your pants are getting a little looser, or your mood is a little more stable, or your sleep is a little sounder. I would say, if you can, at least experiment with it. But more than anything today, I want you to check out this wonderful, wonderful Diary of a CEO episode, The Keto Psychiatrist. If you're at all interested in this, I would say it's almost an absolute must. I've been a hothead. I've spouted off. I've been angry. I've had scenes. I've talked about them in some of our other shows. But I can tell you that since I've been doing this kind of food plan, I've been calmer, quieter, more clear, more focused, maybe than ever in my life. I can't tell you how good it feels to be able to count on an inner stability, an inner sense of calmness, an inner sense of focus. That's all. That's all I'm going to say. This is our little logo, Inner Kid Keto. Feed yourself love first. Let's close with our Ivy hug. One hand on one shoulder, one under the arm. Hold yourself, hug yourself. Notice what it feels like to give yourself love. Stop doing brain dirting. I don't like to call it brainwashing. I like to call it brain dirting. Don't brain dirt yourself and say, I'm dumb, I'm stupid, I can't do anything. Say, I'm a winner. So let's go out and have a winning day. Bless you, thank you, and keep coming back. Love ya.